go.
Alright, welcome. Vlog number 1 on the YouTube channel. Here with my assistant Alice. So I'm here at Gov Games. Gov Games is a huge competition put on by Dubai government. It's basically their initiative to get all of their government entities working out and training and living a healthy lifestyle. So what happens is, once a year, they'll put on this huge competition. It's like a Ninja Warrior course. There's 7 different obstacles and there's 3 categories. The first category is the government entities. The second category is the community, which is what I'm in. There's 27 different teams. We had to do a qualifier to get into it. And then the third entity is the cities, and the cities category is sort of like a invite. So they invite London, they invite Paris, they invite all the different cities from around the world, and they all compete. Today, we got these 7 obstacles. They're humongous, you're going to see soon. The prize money on this is crazy. So it's 500,000 dirhams, first prize for the team. We are in a team of 7. We start in about 20 minutes. And it's a fucking spectacle. It's huge, it's great fun. You're going to see me fall in the water quite a few times trying to get through these obstacles, but hopefully top 4 teams go through to the final tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be us, and we'll be in for a shoe-in for one of those prizes.
So kicking off obstacle 1 with a little warm-up here. Little jump, good to go. First obstacle, you can see like a little plank walk, and you can actually see at the top there's a buzzer that we need to get. That's a bonus buzzer. So once all 5 of us are across here, we can then move on to the rings. These rings, they look tough, but we practiced them a lot, so actually they were quite easy for us. You just need to get the right swing, and then you can reach over like a monkey bar. Nice and easy. We absolutely flew through this part. We were the first team over by minutes, and you only get 10 minutes per obstacle, so like that was quite a big gap. Now this one was tough. It was a balance board, so nobody actually finished this in our heat. We got the furthest, but you need to get all 5 across to complete it. Okay, next obstacle here, we've got house of cards to build up. Make sure they're balanced for 5 seconds, then we can move on to the next part. Got the go ahead from the ref there. Now we're on to the scrum, so we just got to push this scrum. We needed to make sure we were pushing it evenly, because if you push more on the right, it's just going to get locked up. Light work of that. Now we had a bit of a struggle on this one. So your feet aren't allowed to touch the beige wall. You can only touch the footrests. And what you can see here coming up, we get 2 across, no problem. My go, you've got to hold this rope to keep it tight. Right, so we've got 2 on the end, 2 on the other end. Now when I'm across, see just here, feet aren't allowed to touch the beige, and then here we go. I've got to pass this rope over. Yeah, feet touched. So I've actually got to take the slack out, pass the rope over so the last people can get through. The judge is shouting at me now to jump in. I had no idea what was going on. I thought he was taking the piss, but yeah. Reviewing the footage, I definitely touched. So waste no more time, just get in the water, swim back. Now that's done with, we get the people across. Last one, hook the line up over the ring so it's tighter. And then that makes it a lot easier for me to get through. Once that was in, yeah, I was soaking wet, but we made light work of this, got to the end, no problem. Little help from the friends to pull me across. And then when you finish the obstacle, all 5 of you have to touch the buzzer at the same time.
What's happening there? Huh? Yeah.
The plan was not to get wet. You're not filming.
I am.
The plan was not to get wet, but...
Alright, this station was pretty cool. We had this huge barrel that we had to jump on and roll across. Obviously, if any of us fell in, we'd have to reset. Then this was my favourite part. So this like pegboard sort of thing you can see coming up. We all have to jump on at the bottom. If we jump higher, the board's going to move and it's going to get further away, so it's going to be harder for us to catch. So we've all got to jump on, and like the other obstacle, we can't touch the beige bits. So now we're all on, nice and easy. We climb up together, and that is going to then rotate that board over until it locks in place. Locked in place, no problem. Now we've got to roll forward, get to the end, and then we've got to swing over and land on the platform. Again, no issues there. We're all pretty good with our grip strength. We fly across. Now, part 3 of this obstacle, this really caught us out. So, as you can see, those poles move when you jump on the edge, and they lift up a platform that you can jump on. We had plenty of spills, and then we just couldn't figure out how to finish this to get all of us across. Once we were wet, and then trying to get back onto those poles, that was it, game over. This is as far as we got on this one, so we didn't complete it. Here we are, last ditch effort, trying to figure something out. Still didn't work. Anyway, on to the next.
What's more getting wet?
Wet again, number 2. Brilliant. I blame this guy.
Into our 4th obstacle now. So this one was pretty straightforward. Jump on, pull on those ropes, and that's going to pull these little platforms across. Then you can hop, skip and jump over the platforms to the next sledge. Obviously, if you touch the ground, you'd have to reset and go again. Pretty straightforward. We're all pretty good at this jumping malarkey. Straight across. There we go. First attempt. The boys nailed this all on their first go. I had to have 2 goes, but I nailed it on my last go. Coming up, sprint as fast as you can, get across, John takes a spill, and then I finish it up. Nailed it. This next part, we've got to throw this ball, lasso it in, bosh, couldn't hit it. All of us gave it a go, then Lucas jumps on, the superstar, grabs it, first time, hits it, no problem. Tighten that rope off on the pole, then we've got to climb underneath, get all 5 across. Once all 5 of us are across, we've got the second part, so we've got another lasso, Lucas, superstar again, first time, straight in the loop. Now this one's a little bit different, we've got a bonus buzzer, so what we've got to do is lower me down all the way to the water's edge, and you can just see me in a second, I hit it with my foot. That's an extra 5 points. Bosh. Now they can pull the rope tight again, and then I can pull myself up, get all 5 of us across, finish up, hitting the buzzer, all at the same time. This was a very good workout for us. This really clawed some points back for us, as a lot of teams struggled to get here.
That's 3 for 3 in the drink now. Really happy with that.
Who went off those balls?
Well, someone had to go first, didn't they? And that was me. So Abraham just skipped over them.
Yeah.
Super easy. Yeah.
Quick change of clothes. Obviously, we knew we were going to get wet, so we brought a couple changes. Now, this obstacle, a little bit of Tetris stacking. We had to balance these objects on top of each other. Once they were balanced, hands off for 5 seconds. As soon as the 5-second count is done by the judge, we can move on to section 2. Section 2, nice and easy, little balance board, just tic-tacking across one by one. No problems here. Last section for this one, rolling barrels. Much like those balls that I just fell in, but there's no water on this one, it's just sand. Just sprint, skip across, grab Lucas, grab the buzzer. Another good obstacle for us. Alright, so pump this airbed up as quick as you can, and then it's going to go in the water. Big John going for another dive, good lad. Then what we had to do get 3 lads on the airbed, and then one of the lads had to jump up, grab this rope, open the door. And now the trick with this one was tough, man. So there's a huge fan at the end blowing against you, and you've got to try and paddle forward whilst the wind's blowing. These guys really struggled. We didn't really know the technique until John jumped on and he gave us the old egg mixer technique, which you will see shortly. But get to the end, turn the fan off, and then we got to go back, pick the other 2 members up. Here we go, touching the end, there we go, we've got cross. We go back, we pick up the next 2 members, which is me and John. John comes out, secret technique, absolutely launches us down there. He should have been on first, that would have given us a few more points, but hey, we don't know these lessons until we do them.
Okay, we're on the last obstacle now. If we get the bonus buzzer, we should get into the final. If we don't get the bonus buzzer, we probably need to get all 5 across the stones, which is fucking hard, so let's see. Lucas is going for the bonus buzzer, so inshallah, we'll get
A little bit of basketball here. Get as many heavy balls in the basket as you can, and that's going to release the drawbridge and allow us to go up to the second section. Here, these poles underneath, there is a buzzer right at the top, and you need to try and get up to touch that buzzer. We all attempted this, we all failed. This was the last obstacle of the day. Our arms were shot, our forearms, our grip, everything was gone, and we just couldn't figure this out. This is a bit of a hole in our game. We need to figure this one out for next year. Bit shout back to my military days. Need to get used to this regain. We all struggled, gave it our best shot, but it wasn't enough at the end of the day. Last section of this obstacle then, the dancing stones. As you can see, super unstable. I think the organisers wanted you to sprint and try and jump across, but watching the other teams go, this seemed like the safest option. Just get into a plank and slowly work your way across. Unfortunately, the 10-minute cap was creeping up on us. We managed to get 3 of us through, or 4. I think we got all 4 actually, and then just Lucas had 30 seconds to get across, so we said just sprint. Couldn't quite make it, so we just missed out.
Didn't go quite as planned. Goal was to get that bonus buzzer. We couldn't get the bonus buzzer. Lucas tried. Just a couple like silly mistakes, like we both needed our hands over this way, and then trying to swing over is really tough, as you probably saw. And then we were 30 seconds away from getting the buzzer back. We've done what we can. Let's see where the chips fall. Come back in 20 seconds.
Here it is then, final stand-ins. We managed to pull a 10th in the bag. 10th out of 27 teams. You can see we got 105 points there at the bottom, positive spirit. Top 4, 122 points. So if we got that buzzer, that would have given us 110. And if we got Lucas across on that last one, that would have given us 115 plus some more points for finishing the obstacle. You get like points for how fast you finish. So we could have potentially squeezed in 4th place for the final, but wasn't meant to be this year. Next year we'll be back stronger than ever. Leave a like, subscribe and comment anything you want, good or bad. Leave a comment, guys. Let me know if the video is good or not. See you in the next one. Ta-ta.